Spread of malaria. Biological method helped to find that mosquitoes spread malaria. Recognition of the problem. Malaria is a fatal disease since ancient times. After the confirmation that malaria is caused by Plasmodium, it was to find how Plasmodium gets into the blood of man. This disease was more common in areas near stagnant water ponds where mosquitoes breed. It was found that a. Malaria is associated with marshes. b. Drinking water of marshes does not cause malaria. From these points, it can be concluded that Plasmodium was not present in the marshy water. So Plasmodium must be carried by something that comes to marsh water. Problem in this study was to find that agent. Observations. A physician A.F.A. King listed 20 observations about spread of malaria. Some important observations were: a. People who slept outdoors were more likely to get malaria than those who slept indoors. b. People who slept under fine nets were less likely to get malaria than those who did not use such nets. c. Individuals who slept near smoky fire usually did not get malaria. Hypothesis. On the basis of these observations, King suggested a hypothesis. Mosquitoes transmit Plasmodium, so are involved in the spread of malaria. Deductions. Following deductions were made considering the hypothesis true. Deduction 1. Plasmodium should be present in mosquito. Deduction 2. A mosquito can get Plasmodium by biting a malarial patient. Experiments. In order to test the above deductions, many experiments were performed. Experiments of Ronald Ross. Ross, a British Army physician working in India, performed an important experiment. He allowed a female Anopheles mosquito to bite a malarial patient. He killed the mosquito some days later and found Plasmodium multiplying in mosquito's stomach. Next, Ross used sparrows in his experiments. He allowed female Culex mosquitoes to bite on the sparrows suffering from malaria. He then allowed these mosquitoes to bite healthy sparrows. The sparrows got malaria. In the end, the hypothesis was tested by direct experimentation on human being. An Italian biologist allowed an Anopheles mosquito to bite a malarial patient. The mosquito was kept for few days and then it was allowed to bite a healthy man. The person later became ill with malaria. Results. All these experiments confirmed that mosquito transmit Plasmodium and spread malaria. When a female mosquito pierces the skin with the mouthparts, a small amount of saliva is injected into the wound before drawing blood. The saliva prevents the blood from clotting in the food canal of the mosquito. The word vector means transmitter. Any organism which carries a parasite and transfers it from one organism to another is called vector. For the treatment of malaria, quinine extracted from the bark of cinchona plant is used. Apart from quinine, certain other anti-malarial drugs are also used for the treatment. Dengue fever. It is a mosquito-borne viral disease. It is caused by a dengue virus and transmitted by mosquito Aedes aegypti, which has zebra-like white and black stripe on its body. Typical case of dengue hemorrhage fever is characterized by high fever, bleeding from nose, blood in urine and enlarged liver, etc. There is no specific antiviral drug available for the treatment of patients suffering from dengue fever. The second attack can be more serious and dangerous. The best prevention is personal protection from mosquito bite and measures to prevent mosquito breeding. Theory, principle and law. The ultimate goal of science is to understand natural world in terms of theories. If the hypothesis is found to be correct, then it becomes a theory. It is supported by a number of evidences. A theory can be changed if better evidence is available. For example, the theory of evolution. A theory that has been verified and appears to have wide application may become biological principle or law. For example, Mendel's law of inheritance. Data organization and data analysis. The collection of facts or information is called data. First, data is collected, then data is organized by using techniques such as tables and graphs. To predict on the basis of data is called analysis. Analysis of data is done by means of ratio and proportion. Ratio. The comparison of one number to another number is called a ratio. Problem. What is the ratio between 105 red flowers and 35 white flowers? Solution. 105 to 35, 21 to 7, 3 to 1. Proportion. Two equal ratios joined by the sign equality form a proportion. Thus A divided by B is equal to C divided by D is a proportion. Ratio and proportion are used in solving biological problems. It is used to calculate expected results of biological experiments. Imagine flipping a coin. Each time you flip the coin there is a 50% chance of heads and 50% chance of tails. In an experiment 30 sparrows were subjected to mosquito bite, 24 of which got malaria. If 100 sparrows were bitten by mosquito, how many got malaria? X divided by 100 is equal to 24 divided by 30. X is equal to 100 multiplied by 24 divided by 30, which is equal to 2400 divided by 30. X is equal to 80. Importance of data analysis. Data analysis is important for rejecting, modifying or confirming a hypothesis. 1. Rejecting a hypothesis. Malaria occurs in marshy places. Based on this data, the hypothesis will be, marshy water causes malaria. 20 persons drank marshy water. No one suffered from malaria. So, the hypothesis is rejected on the basis of data that 20 persons drank marshy water and did not suffer from malaria. 2. Modifying hypothesis. After rejection of marshy waters as cause of malaria, hypothesis was modified on the basis of other observations. Modified hypothesis. Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. 3. Confirming hypothesis. Data analysis of repeated experiments confirmed the hypothesis that Plasmodium is the cause of malaria. Mathematics as an integral part of scientific process. Mathematics is essential to many sciences. The most important function of mathematics in science is the role it plays in the expression of scientific models. Studying mathematics develops reasoning ability.